Hola there, my sexy compadres y mamacitas. My name is Peter, and bienvenidos to my Halloween episode. 2 years ago, I did Pokemon Creepy Pokédex entries. Last year, I was supposed to do Majora's Mask is Awesome. That video got delayed till February. And this year, I wanted to do something for Halloween, because Halloween is one of my favorite seasons. You get to go around, scare people, get to dress up, get a lot of candy. It's a great time. So to celebrate Halloween, I wanted to do something spoopy, and you guys voted, and you wanted me to read Animal Crossing Creepypastas. Now, Animal Crossing Creepypastas, there's not a lot of them. Some of them are just really poorly written with grammar and everything, and some of them are decent. So I picked up 2 creepypastas that I enjoyed because you guys wanted me to read 2 of them, and I'll be also showing gameplay so you don't have to focus on my ugly mug. And a few disclaimers though. Every October I get sick, and I have a little cold, so I sound a little stuffy. So if this bothers you, I'm sorry about that. I just don't want to throw away the overall experience. 2, growing up I had dyslexia, so my reading skills are not the greatest. So if I stumble on a few words, I hope that doesn't piss you off. And 3, just sit back and relax and enjoy some gameplay footage and Animal Crossing Creepypastas. So without further ado, let's read our first one, Abandoned, an Animal Crossing New Leaf Creepypasta. Trip picked up his 3DS and clicked Animal Crossing New Leaf. New Leaf was a charming little game about living in a simple town of yours that you're mayor of. This was Trip's favorite game. He reached virtual perfection. He had the most stylish clothes. His house was huge and his villagers adored him. And his satisfaction was off the charts. Thinking about this, realizing there was little left to do, Trip decided to delete his profile and the town altogether, and he would start a new, fresh town from start. A few weeks later, the town started finally molding into shape. One night, he stayed up very late at 3 a.m. and decided to play New Leaf so he can catch a few rare bugs that only appeared at night. The game booted up as normal and he clicked Continued. Instead of showing Trip, there was a shattered heart. Trip clicked the strange profile with his brows raised. There was an unusual black background with a spotlight shining on Isabel. There was something very wrong, though. Isabel was cradled up on the floor, hiding her face in her knees. She began talking, but instead of the usual cute voice that said a bunch of nonsense, there was untranslatable whispers. "Hello, ma," Isabel's text read. "It is currently 3:03 a.m. on June 6th, in living hell." When the words were spoken, Isabel showed her face. One half of her face was burnt off, and there was bleeding muscle tissue. The other half of her face had scars and cuts. She began to sob. "You loved Colosi. Colosi loved you. Why, ma? I'm not asking this as your assistant, but as your friend. Why? Why did you abandon us?" One last tear hit the floor. Oh boy, this is like a novella. And she looked down in desperation. "Katrina," she said with a newfound tone of anger. "Curse him!" Katrina the cat walked onto screen, a blue eye glowing on her head. "Azivus Molosus," she chanted. An intense pain shot into Trip's skull and he passed out. Trip woke up into a land which appeared to be a nuclear testing ground. Every inch of grass was dead. There was huge craters all over this place. His jaw nearly hit the ground when he saw a torn up flag of a Triforce. He was in Colosi. He began to run. Not knowing what to do, he was confused and scared, and he tripped on something and he fell into something soft and gooey. Trip got up and screamed. He fell into the remains of his old friend, Mo the cat. Mo's body was ripped in half. His blood soaked the ground, and a bird-winged butterfly landed on his lungs, which were wrapped in his kidneys. Trip backed slowly and began to cry. He bumped into something brick hard, and he turned around to see a huge bear with ripped clothes and blood-dripped teeth. Trip ran as fast as he could as the bear closed on his tracks. However, the next step decided his fate. He has fallen into a pitfall trap. Trip struggled and screamed, but it was too late. The bear teeth sunk into his skull. Trip's head was later cut off and tacked to the bulletin board with a note. "Why did you abandon us, Trip? Because you're truly selfish soul who cares about himself more than an entire population? I hope you suffer an eternal afterlife. Sorry for the stain on this note. I'm writing this while bathing in a tub of your blood. Isabel." That was a doozy. That was Abandoned, an Animal Crossing New Leaf Creepypasta. The next one is Rosie. Out the cut, I had to blow my nose. So let's continue on the next story. Rosie. You all know about Animal Crossing, right? A game about living in a village and paying off your debts of your house. I loved Animal Crossing New Leaf. I had the money, but I was too nervous to ask my dad, so I let my little sister take him. He successfully bought it and I played it 24 hours since. Not anymore. It was a normal day and I was playing my new 3DS XL and I had just upgraded to the castle. But I was pretty sad to play for the past weeks because Rosie, a cute little cat, has left. I told myself to stop crying over the game until I got over it. I was playing that day and my 3DS XL needed to be charged, but it wouldn't. I unplugged my charger to see that the charging part was broken. Just buy a new charger. For months I was heartbroken looking at my beautiful 3DS XL and I wanted another for my birthday. And then that day came. I opened up and my present was there. It was a new 3DS XL. Cool, you have 2 of them. Just buy a new charger. I hugged my parents and I was excited to turn it on, but I remembered Animal Crossing wasn't there. So I was taken to GameStop and I got it with my birthday money. They said they were closing down and they were probably out, but they would look in the back. And then they came out with a game case with a drawing of a cat on it. The guy wiped his eyes and gave it to me. As usual, I asked what's wrong and he told me his daughter died in a house fire long ago and he played that game. She would love to talk about it 24/7. And then he told me about the picture on it was a cat villager that she loved. I looked at it and remembered me of Rosie. I thanked him and I would take good care of it and I left. But I still had the money in my hand, but when he was gone by the time I noticed. Ooh. I quickly booted up the game and it ran perfectly. I saw a save file that said Rosie and in confusion I clicked on the save. I was playing as a girl with a brown bun and she was wearing custom cat dress. I found it quite cute and I decided not to delete the save, to respect it. I noticed that the place was very horrible looking and I decided to fix it myself. I made a new save and I went to the town so Rosie could live there too. I decided to introduce myself to my neighbors and I found Rosie was one of them. I had talked to the cat for hours until I got bored, so I decided to go check on the girl's house. When I opened it up, I was introduced to a place with all cat stuff. No idea why she liked cats so much, but I saw letters in her mailbox and I decided not to be a good person and check. I saw a letter from her neighbor and then from Sadie? I didn't have a neighbor named Sadie, so I opened up the letter. It read, "My words, my world is ruined. Can you fix it?" And the letter back was of her friends telling me that I owned the game and I would. I went to save the game and I cleaned the place. By the time I had to go to bed for school, so I turned the game off and I went to sleep. Day 2. I came home from school and bolted up the stairs to find something strange. My 3DS XL was on my bed, opened, and it was the little girl's world. I saw that it was a world and all the cat furniture looked more like cat villagers. I wonder how it happened. I guess my little sister did that. I wanted to yell at him. Sister. Him. Okay. I wanted to yell at her and the letter here is SGE. And Sijd said he didn't do anything. I saw the envelope in the mailbox and it said, "Sadie, I love cats, and Rosie, my only cat. Please don't let her leave." And then I saw it was from the same person, Sadie. I wonder, was Sadie haunting my game? I decided to stop playing for a while. I was so tired of those cats. It was so much more of a dog person. And one of my 3DS XL had a pug sticker on it. Day 3. I got home and I saw my game was turned on. It's been a few months since I played more games such as Mario and Zelda, and I decided since I would play it from now on. I noticed the menu was red, and there was a villager lying on the ground, but someone stood in the middle of it. Sadie. I wanted to believe that they had fainted, but I couldn't. Sadie had such a sad expression on her face, and I saw my save file was gone. And then I went on the save, and Sadie had greeted me. She didn't say anything, and it just loaded. And I saw that there was letters from her. Sadie, where have you been? Sadie, Rosie left. Sadie, my town is ruined. Sadie, my town, I'm done. I ran around the world and I passed villagers who were lying on the ground, and then I saw another Sadie. There were holes replacing her eyes and a mouth, and she walked up to the screen and I saw orange and yellow. I screamed and cried in pain. It was so hot, hot, hot. On May 17th, 2018, a girl playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on her XL has caught on fire. The parents and their kid devastated. Then they sold the game. The girl who had the game found 2 little girls in the game, Sadie and Rosie, but soon the girl died in the fire. The girl was still there, mythed to be haunted by 3 dead girls, and rumor if you played it, you are stuck playing it every day or you will burn with them. That was Rosie. That was the creepypasta for Rosie. Spoopy. Welcome, padres y mamacitas. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said in the past, when you watch these videos, money is made. That money is automatically donated to charity. I keep none of the money, and everything I do is for research. All the money goes to research. So, like I said in the last video, October is going to be, all the money is going to be donated to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for November, I asked you in my previous, and of course, Happī Hōmu Dezainā episode, but if you don't watch my Let's Play and you watch these videos, I asked the question of where do you want me to donate into November? And November is Zelda month, so we'll be moving, the Animal Crossing schedule will be Tuesdays and Thursdays for Happī Hōmu Dezainā. And probably Saturdays will be the Zelda videos. I have 3 videos planned. One is pumpkin soup for Cuckoo's Kitchen, like the pumpkin soup you get in Skyward Sword. Number 2 is Skyward Sword MLG, because you know, people hate that game. So why don't we MLG it up? And people wanted another MLG video. And number 3 is Skyward Sword is Awesome. Kind of on play because Zelda's 30th anniversary is coming up next year. And Skyward Sword was the 25th anniversary, so let's celebrate and have some fun. So, compadres y mamacitas, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to check out my last Halloween episode, click the links above my face right over here. Follow me on Twitter and all the socials. Please, guys, don't be afraid to share this video and spread the word that I'm raising money for charity. And as always, I hope you guys have a safe and enjoyable Halloween, and I'll see you guys next episode. Stay sexy.